Rob, what are you doing here? You came from US. I know that not directly. You're an ace director, so you travel a lot, but I believe this is your first time in Poland?
This is my first time in Poland, and I'm finding the place very warm and hospitable. And the beer is great.
Ah,
Amen, brother.
amen. Amen to that. So, maybe tell us a little bit, what are you doing as an ace director? What the fuck is it? Ace director thing. What's going on?
My purpose as an ACE director is to educate people on technical issues that we all face day to day in our professional lives. My specialty is data security. So I look at how information is leaking out into the bad guys' hands and then coming up with mitigations so we can design better systems to make it more difficult for the bad guys to get information out.
And you have also a little bit bad guy's mind, just to understand how it works.
I think I know how to think like a criminal. That's the best way I could put it. When I look at something, I go, how can I defeat something? And once I know how I can defeat something, I can look at how can I make it stronger. And then I look at other people's attack vectors, the attack vectors that come out. I study how they happen, and once I understand how they happen, I can look at the back end of the database. I can look how the systems are designed, and I say, well, for this set of attack vectors, if we do A, B, and C, we have nullified that attack vector. SQL injection is one of the big ones that I look at.
And, well, I believe we will be talking about this on your session, but in the context of cloud computing, because this is getting a little bit, fancy. Everywhere is cloud, cloud this, cloud that, and should we worry about this trend at all? Actually,
we need to worry about the cloud, but the attack vectors are the same. The attack surface has just shifted. When you think of the cloud, think somebody else's servers. That's what it boils down to. Someone else is managing your infrastructure. So you're starting to look at, instead of everything being in an intranet, so say you're working in an enterprise, so you got your intranet, well, now you're also going across the public link. How are you going to secure that communication? And then the infrastructure on the other side, who is actually touching that infrastructure? Do their SysAs, can they get into the back end and extrapolate data? Fortunately, transparent data encryption and database vault, those really lock down from the SA standpoint of actually getting to your information.
But expensive ones, aren't they? Only for enterprise and quite pricey.
They can get very pricey, but I am not a licensing person, okay? I will say that up front, okay? TDE, Transparent Data Encryption, and Database Vault, I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, when you get the Oracle's cloud that in the database, you get that with it.
In some subscriptions,
yes.
Still not in standard edition ones.
Not in standard edition, no.
Only enterprise.
But if you have sensitive data up on the cloud,
that's the point.
You must encrypt.
I think that's the point, yeah.
Yes, you must. If you're not encrypting, I'll be blunt, you're stupid.
That's true, yeah.
Okay? If you're not running TDE, Database Vault, other people have access to your information. The SAs can get into your information. Will they? Probably not. But bad actors, even in well-vetted organizations, do happen.
But still, even with those products, I saw a presentation in Bulgaria
yes.
this year. Even with those products, there is a set of ghost data.
Yes.
So just buying it and implementing it in simple way, it's not enough.
No, it is
It's secured.
Correct. It's not enough. Let's talk pre 12.2. Okay, if we go 12.1 and below, if you're getting histograms for statistics, that data is stored in the sysocs table space, and it is stored there unencrypted. 12.2, we now have a fully encrypted database. So you have information that has spilled outside of its protected environment. That's number one. Number two, if you take data that is unencrypted and encrypt it, you still have the data there residing on disk. Okay, Oracle does not delete that data. Oracle basically flips the bit on the block and says that block is now available. So I can go in there with tools and actually extract that data out very easily.
I'm aware.
It's not hard.
Everyone should be aware.
Yes, anybody with the tools can do it.
Rob, tell us, what made you to put papers for POUG? A small conference, a new one, second international. What has happened that you thought, I will go to Poland?
Well, I met you in Bulgaria.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I met you in Bulgaria. You said beer. You said Poland. I go, I like beer. I haven't been to Poland. Great people. Let's go to Poland.
Hope you're enjoying this.
I am enjoying this, brother.
And you are, there are two pilots
Yes.
at our conference, you and Jože.
Mm-hmm.
How long you are flying your own plane?
20 years now.
20 years.
20 years. I bought an antique airplane 20 years ago. I've restored it. I fly it all over the United States. That is my passion. And I love it. It's therapy for me. It's therapy because I spend 10 hours a day hunched over a computer working. On weekends, I go and I'll work on my plane. I'll wax my plane. I'll fly my plane. It gets me away from, the technology.
Rob, thank you for being here with us.
Brother.
It's really an honor. And, all the best for you and your plane.
Yeah, fortunately, I'm drinking beer and my plane is several thousand miles away.